son to sit in my trial.
I'm sorry?
She refused.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do the plea in just a minute.
From the very beginning, this courtroom exchange establishes the atmosphere. The judge is clearly asserting control and setting expectations. When incarceration is mentioned this early, it serves as a clear warning to the defendant and to anyone observing the proceeding.
How old are you, Mr. Jubert? 18 was the last time you smoked dope. What? Last week? What made you think that was a good idea with 2 felonies pending to come be smoking marijuana? You don't know? And you're not working? Obviously, you know that's a violation of one of the law and of your bond conditions, right? Speak up. How do you think you're going to get a job if you're smoking marijuana? What? You quit last week? Wow, congratulations. You realize how ridiculous that sounds to say I quit last week?
Observe how the judge asks about basic stability such as employment, identification, and daily habits. These questions may appear minor, but in court they carry weight. Judges use them to evaluate responsibility, honesty, and whether a defendant can comply with release conditions.
Mr. Jubert, I'm going to find today that obviously that is a violation of your bond conditions in each of your cases. I'm going to raise the bond in each of your case because of that violation. Let me see what they were previously at. Positive for THC, and so obviously sometime within the last 30 days or so, he's used marijuana, because typically that's how long, which means that he used marijuana after he pled guilty on a felony. He pled to an enhanced second degree. I've got pages of criminal history here.
This is where the tension begins to increase. Using drugs while charges are pending is not viewed as a personal matter. It is a direct breach of bond terms, and judges take that seriously because bond is built on trust.
And you would think, Mr. Spites, that based on what Ms. Hawkins is telling me about your family situation and your children, that you would be able to figure this out on your own and stay clean so that you didn't, number one, go to prison. I don't even have to accept this plea agreement. I mean, you've got 3 prior convictions, a state jail felony from 2019, from 2019, credit debit card abuse from 2021, and then an unlawful possession of a firearm in 22. None of those cases did you receive probation, which is probably why Ms. Malfino made that offer to try to get you on the right track, and Ms. Hawkins did a great job of getting you a probation offer.
This moment carries a sharp irony. Saying, "I stopped last week," may sound positive outside the courtroom, but legally it suggests the conduct continued until very recently. Timing is critical, and in court, timing can determine release or detention.
On your case, or cases.
If I may, part of the reasoning behind that offer that Ms. Hawkins and I discussed was that jurisdictional type issue that she addressed with the court, and also the fact that there ended up being no restitution that's owed to him.
The hearing now moves into the consequences stage. When a judge begins reviewing criminal history on the record, it is rarely favorable. Each prior conviction increases the weight of every ruling made at that moment.
Okay. And I appreciate that argument that Ms. Hawkins made, but it's also important, and I would hope that other judges in other counties would find it just as important. In cause number 25, DCCR 1130, I'm going to raise your bond to $15,000. And I'll go over conditions of both of the bonds in just a minute. And then in cause number 25, DCCR 1131, going to raise your bond in that case also to $15,000. Condition, if you make the bonds in both of those cases, is that you have to have a drug patch on at all times. You have 24 hours from the time you make a bond to get a drug patch put on. The drug patch is something that goes on your arm. Your bondsman can tell you where to get them. You have to have them changed every 2 weeks. If they test positive, then obviously I'll know you're still using marijuana and you haven't actually quit. You're going to go right back into jail with much higher bonds. I would anticipate if you make these bonds quickly that the first patch might be positive, but the patches are going to show me an amount, not just a positive or a negative. So if that amount is not going down, then I'm going to assume also that you're still using. Do you understand? All right, go back with the bailiff.